Hi, Adam. Today we are going to do the double bubble, and I'm going to explain a little bit. I'm going to do the educational part now. And I just want you to say to you that if you have resistance that owns you, if you have to put your energy into something that you're actually creating, because we are consciously, as consciousness, we are the observer of, of our reality. That take all the possibilities and collapses it into a point of information. And we take that point of information and we give it an identity and a name. So you are Adam. Yeah. So when we have resistance or something that we cannot accept to be true, we are giving energy. Yeah. So as soon as we accept it to be true, then we are open and free to create with full energy. A lot of people, they don't have their full energy on what they want. In fact, a lot of people are more committed on not getting it wrong, isn't it, than being great, to not looking foolish than building a big tribe of friends, to not failing than succeeding. And that's what they want to avoid the most. They're not actually committed to going for it. So the things that they want to happen don't actually happen. They're committed to having, they're not committed, for example, to having a really, really good relationship because they're so scared of being single and alone and of being judged. So they don't go for it. In fact, they're avoiding a set of conditions or circumstances that doesn't really serve them. Yeah, and then they think that they're powerless. Yeah, but this comes from the identity, not really an aspect of them. The superconscious know that when we are creating something, it's like we are creating a farm, isn't it? We are planting seeds and taking the action, nurturing, watering the seeds, making sure that they're growing nicely. And sometimes there might be a tornado that rips it all up, yeah? And you just have to go for it and create again. Yeah, you have to go for what you love doing no matter what. And a good example is somebody that was scared about dying that forgot to live. And that took his energy away from the end result of having a really, of living, having a good life. Yeah. And this is what we call it the double bubble process, because there is a double bubble compound. The number one, if you take 50% of your energy and put it on what you want to avoid, and then 50% in what you're trying to create, you only have half of you. You've got one eye on one thing and one eye on the other, and you have to have both eyes on what you want to create. Yeah. Not only that, but number two is that you also create the opposite, but you put in your energy. Yeah. So now you only not put half of your energy on when you want to create, you put the other half on what you don't want. And then because of that, you put your focus and you create it. And then all of a sudden you're in this very bad place where you're not giving 100% of your focus, and there is something else that you are creating to compete. So it becomes really, really difficult to be like this. Yeah, this is what it is, a double bubble compound. However, most of us are trying to focus on what we want to avoid. This is how society is. This is how you've been brought up, all of us. We have some sort of misguided idea that if that was to happen, then that would be it. Yeah, we are conditioned. If you have this, this will happen, so don't let it happen. Don't let people laugh at you. Don't look stupid. Don't fail. Make sure that doesn't happen. And just that is not creation. Yeah. So the double bubble is an amazing, powerful process that helps you to enter the wizard's gate. And to enter the wizard's gate, Adam, is to be in the present moment. And I know you're tired, but just try to absorb as much information. I know that don't mind, yeah, just try it. So to open the gate of the wizard's gate and enter the magnetic moment is a place where you have no negative desires and no resistance. And a negative desire is a desire that's only put in place to avoid a certain condition. So I want to be rich to avoid being broke. I want to make lots of money to avoid not being able to support my children. I want to be in a relationship because I'm scared of being alone. I want to have this because I do not want to have that. And this is why it's a negative desire. That we unconsciously, we don't know. We say we want this, but what we're really saying is that we do not want this. So we say, I really want financial abundance. But what we are saying, no, I don't want to be broke. This is what we are really saying, yeah? Yeah. So the only way to get into this is to collapse both sides of it. We collapse the resistance and we make sure that we are totally fine with the resistance and we collapse it. Yeah. If I have this, we then collapse that thing that we say, if I have this, everything will be better. And this gets you through the gate into the present moment where everything is totally fine. If you can just, as you know, be as happy walking into your worst nightmare, being broke, as walking into your dream day, being totally financially abundant, you are free. Yeah. If you can just be the same, if you turn up to the worst of the worst, if you're able to turn up to the best of the best, then is when you're free. Yeah. On the wizard's gate. We have this idea, for example, being successful, that would validate us more as a human being. Yeah. But that's not correct. Yeah. It's like, for example, who is more validated or more important, the doctor that finds the cure for cancer or the patient that has cured himself from cancer? And society could give the credit and validation to the doctor, but both are equally as good. Yeah. Yeah. And, you know, we all have this idea that we made up according to society, education, family, and we made them up on our own way, that this is better or worse, but those are just rules that they've been conditioned. Yeah. Yeah. And it's this persistence and this negative desire, and that sometimes can really haunt us. So a double bubble helps trigger into our active experience all the different aspects and thoughts and beliefs that say that this is bad, I can never happen, and this is good, and this is what must happen. Because it's like a child. Yeah, this is bad. No, this is good. Yay, I want it. Yeah. So once we collab this together, then we can just take the action towards what we really, really, really want to create. So the first thing that we are going to do, and I like to be very thorough on this one because it's a very powerful exercise, we are going to do some unpacking. Yeah. Okay. So we are going to go through some questions to bring everything to the surface so we can let it go. Yeah. So tell me, what are some of the things that you really want to avoid happening in life? Just tell me some of the things.
Well, I don't want to let my children down, obviously. I don't want to. I always want to be able to provide for them, so obviously I'm concerned I might not be able to.
Okay. So what do you want to avoid?
I want to avoid not being there for them, not being able to provide for them.
Not being able to provide.
Yeah.
Okay, is there anything else? Take your time as soon as you don't fall asleep.
I'm not falling asleep. I'm thinking.
If there is nothing else, there is nothing else. Yeah. I mean, we've got.
I mean, something that's come up because of things that's gone on with my daughter is not being heard or not being understood.
Not being heard.
Heard, yeah.
Or understood.
Yeah.
How does not being heard or understood make you feel?
Well, not great at all. Absolutely rubbish, actually.
Why? What would being heard and understood give you?
Oh, if I'm not I'm not heard or understood, it just makes me feel like I'm all alone.
Why? You don't belong?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, let's get you into a creative structure, Adam, but let's not get straight into it from a problem. So forget about what we've talked about it now. Just tell me something you would love to create more than anything that you haven't yet. Whatever that is.
Yeah. I'm still I'm still building on working towards a successful ELF business.
ELF business. We'll go for that. Yes, amazing. Okay. So let's get some energy. I'm gonna go for that and let's choose it together, Adam. Yeah. So just close your eyes.
Okay.
And let's both of us step into it and choose to be a successful coach with your ELF business and notice how it feels. Tell me how it feels as you step into this end result, Adam.
Feels exciting.
Exciting. I tell you what I see. I see you on a suit, going to a stage, working with other people. You're not on your own on your ELF business. There's other people supporting you.
Yeah.
And you're actually being quite fun with the audience. You're really, really kind of like, interacting really well with them. You're engaging them and really bring them to what you're going to do. They're getting very excited and you're doing a record session in this stage. And I see people asking you for help. I see you dancing as well.
Yeah.
I see you dancing with your children and having fun. And having financial abundance to provide for your children easily. That's what I see. So let's choose that energy. It's really fun. And, it flows. It's empowering. It's like a stage after a stage. Right. So how did that feel, Adam? Open your eyes. How did that feel?
Yeah, that felt amazing.
So when you think about that choice, what are the things that you want to avoid? What is it that you prefer not to happen? In one side, we've got an amazing ELF business with lots of money, you being able to provide for your children. And what is it that you prefer not to happen?
Well, I don't want to fail, obviously.
You don't want to fail.
Yeah.
Fail to do what?
Well,
To go on a stage, to do the business? What is it the fear of failing towards?
To do the business, to make money, to provide,
It all comes to providing, yeah.
Yeah.
So you want to avoid not being to provide.
Yeah.
And your desire is an ELF business.
Yeah.
Which gives you financial abundance. Can we see what's happening here?
Yeah. Yes, I can.
Yeah. So we want an ELF business to make money because you want to avoid not being able to provide. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So you really know what you want. You desire to be a really well-polished and successful coach, helping others and have your ELF business, making big money and everything else. And what you really want to avoid is not being able to failing.
Yeah, definitely.
Not being able to provide. So
Yeah.
from 1 to 10, how much do you resist this?
I was straight in with a 9 there.
9.
I didn't even have to really feel into that.
How much do you want to be a successful coach?
I really want to be a successful coach.
Out of 10?
10.
So we've got a desire of 10 and we've got an avoidance of 9, yeah?
Yeah.
So because of this structure that you're in, yeah, how do you actually resolve the tension, Adam? How do you resolve it? I don't want to be broke, so I do this and that. How do you resolve that tension?
What do you mean,
Or not
what?
failing? How do you avoid not failing? How do you avoid those things?
I don't know. Obviously, I work at the moment.
You're working very hard, aren't you?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Overworking sometimes.
Yeah, overworking sometimes, yeah.
Okay. Well, this makes sense because this is the path of least resistance for you. If I work hard, then I'll be all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. You know, so if you got this fear of this avoidance, obviously the obvious action is, you know, I want to get this business right, so make this money, you know, so I can avoid the things I don't want to happen. Yeah. So this is going to be a really big shift for you because, you know, we need to become 100% okay with that which we don't want. Yeah. When we are fully fine that we are, you know, we are going to go out there and yeah, I might fail. So what? I might not make the business. Yeah. But I'm cool with that possibility. Yeah. And then we can go for the win. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't go for it, you don't risk that possibility, then you'll never make it. Yeah. You're going to miss something and never have the success. So now we are going to do the double bubble process. And this is really easy because you don't have to do anything. You can now chill out and rest. Just don't fall asleep. Just follow through. I'm going to I'm going to make it very short. Yeah. But I'm going to make it with a record, Adam, because I think it's extremely important that, you know, we do this really, really thoroughly, and the record makes things faster. Yeah, so we can drop as much resistance as possible, if not all of it. Yeah, so do give me permission to connect to your superconscious.
Yeah.
I give Amor permission to connect to my superconscious. And allow you to close your eyes and listen to my voice and choose to get the most out of this. And allow you to desire getting everything right. Yeah. And that means having your ELF business that is doing great. You're really enjoying going on the stage. You're so fluent and so perfect. You know what to say, you know how to engage the audience. Money just keeps overflowing your way, clients after clients. Then you are with your children, providing for them whatever they need. And I want you to desire that. And as you desire, I like you to notice that there are some negatives as well, Adam. Maybe it's just the stress or the pressure. Yeah, but just notice there are some negatives there. Superconscious, are you there? Superconscious, you see, is desire for this ideal life. Will you please desire this 100%? And as you desired, I want you to tag all aspects of that personality that thinks life will be better when we have this. Thank you. And now, Adam, I want you to shift to the other side. I want you to choose the desire to be a failure, be broke, not being able to provide. And let all aspects, part of you, to get triggered into the active experience. And I want you to choose it, just choose it. I want you to choose to fail. Not being able to do the business, not getting clients, not being able to provide how you would like to provide. I want you to desire and allow yourself to notice all the parts of you that are so worried about this pop into the active experience. I want you to desire it again. I want that. And as that happens, I want you to notice that there are some positives as well, Adam. Just notice there is. That's it. Just notice there are some positives. Perfect. Even if the only positive is just, it's an experience. It was quite amusing. I failed, but I can do it again. I can start from scratch. Superconscious, can you please now desire the opposite? Go all in about being a failure. Not being able to provide, just desire the opposite. Superconscious, can you tag all parts of the personality that resist this, that thinks this is bad? You just have to desire superconscious. Just desire it. That's it. Keep breathing, keep your eyes closed. Now superconscious, allow you to go into the middle. And Adam, go into the middle, and I want you to desire both at the same time. Desire to be a complete failure in front of everybody. And feel the freedom in that. And also desire to be a complete success with your business. You do everything right. You're completely polished all the time. And notice some stress and negatives on that. And now desire both at the same time, Adam. Both at the same time. Excellent. Superconscious, allow you to come back into the middle now, please. And I want you to desire both and resist both at the same time. Please tag all aspects of the personality, desire both and resist both at the same time. Superconscious creates the perfect treatment and do a massive change history in all aspects of the personality. Superconscious treat the original event passed down through family to a massive change history and everything that's needed. Superconscious, please treat the fear of failure and the desire for success. Please treat it to a massive change history, no matter what the conscious brain is saying. Just notice, superconscious, as both sides are about to dissolve into the middle. Superconscious, please treat all chakras, including the throat chakra and the heart chakra, front and back, and other bodily systems as needed. Thank you. And Adam, from this place into the middle, you are in the wizardscape now with me. You're in the present. Just to love, choose to love. What do you really love? What would you really love to create? Step into the version of you that you really love and choose that version, claim it, own it, choose it. And when you're ready, Adam, open your eyes. Excellent. How do you feel?
Yeah, I feel all right. Managed to stay awake.
I know. Doesn't matter with the superconscious, the moment you fall asleep, it's still working.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you feel about this right now? About this resistance?
No, I don't really feel it at all.
So right now in the future, as you move forward, how do you feel about taking the necessary steps?
Yeah, I feel ready.
So what happened if you go and do a webinar and you don't get any clients?
Then I'll do another one.
So tell me, we had a resistance of 9, and then, yeah, how much the resistance is now?
It's down to 6 at the moment, but it's still going, still working its magic. So.
Amazing. That's a big, big shift. That's really good, Adam. Amazing.
Definitely.
Absolutely amazing. Excellent. So yeah, I love it. That's it. That's a really amazing. And don't forget that that what we need to understand is one of the laws of alchemy. I want to tell you that there is always a duality, isn't it? Whenever there is good, there is always a negative. And whenever there is a negative, there's always a positive. There's no such thing as one, but our brain is made, it's made that this is good and this is bad. So this is double bubble. It helps you experience duality and how an oscillating structure is. Yeah, and what we need to actually, step out of it into our new identity and structure. So this is, but this is a really good process and I can feel the shift. And it's a gradual shift, but that's really, really good. I'm really pleased with that.
Anyway. Me too. Thank you very much.
Amazing.